Yeah, the important thing is looking at the chart, Giles, and well, this is one of the things, the wrinkles, when we discuss this with people, sort of should I buy this or not, we can see this, it's a stellar performer this year. That's what sort of about 13% up this year. It's about 40% up last year. Not bad, I don't think, on last year's performance. So most of the gain came in that when the breakout point. Now the red piping there is a 20-week high, and this is, I think, very, very important as sort of a benchmark of where we actually stand with the chart. A lot of people, when I confront them, say, well, I said to them, this is a buy now. I think it's buy at £6.50 or £6, whatever it is. The last reading there, it went through the piping there. That's always, it's all wait for it to have a bad day. Now, historically, it has had bad days, but this one actually was in breakout mode, trend mode, yeah?
Yeah.
And it hasn't had much of a bad day since. So it's well, 30% up since we went in, and it's looking brighter. The top target, I would say, if this goes according to everything going to plan, is about £10, £10.50 odd as it stands now. If it gets to that sort of level, I would think the upside is going to be questionable shorter term. So that's what the chart is telling me at the moment. It's running nicely. It might be overbought currently, but I think I would run it further until it breaks down.
And you would be happy to buy at these levels? You wouldn't? As
No,
you said,
I wouldn't be buying
now.
There's the other thing. You go, no, I wouldn't be buying now. Well, last one in was about £8. And this is the thing. I'm not going to chase this one, Giles. Now,
Okay.
That's too much of a run. The buy points was around the 650 level, I would say. And again, if you wanted a topper or miss the boat, £8, and that's it. And that's all aboard. And anyone getting on now might be too late. We might experience divergence from the indicators here suggesting we might have a more turbulent patch. No share will continue indefinitely upside like this anyway without some form of correction. So the question marks on there suggest there may be, are we looking for profits on here, profit takes? Initially they looked, well, that could be helpful, they can be hindrance. I prefer to wait for the £10.50 level unless we get clear indications that from the moving average crossover and the brown window that it might be breaking down. But I would say stick with this, but not necessarily top up at these levels. I would say this is all aboard weight.
Okay, all right. And if the price were to come back to say around about £8, would you be a buyer then, or would it be a case?
Well, it'd have to show when it does come back. Some people say, "Well, I'll buy when it comes back." Now that might be if it comes back for a reason that there's a problem somewhere. There's an Intel now developed a super duper chip, and it's going to be better than their chips. Then that won't necessarily be such a good thing. That the scenery shifts a bit here. You'd have to wait for it to start picking up a bit after that. So just because it drops doesn't mean to say it's necessarily a buy. But say unless there's sort of if there's volume attached to that drop and there's news flow which isn't positive, it can change. The shifting sands, Giles. So I think just take each signal as it comes with what's going on. So if it drops back, then it may be a profit take. It may not be a buy. Simple as a buy. We wait and see.